A healer is like being a parent. And some people might heavily not accept that reality. And that's okay. Because being a healer is like being a parent. When you parent yourself, when you learn to coach yourself, when you learn to teach yourself, you're able to pass that on to other people, animals, places, things, whatever. I guess I just would like to make something very, very clear with the grace card coming out here. If someone approaches you with a dream, you now understand not to lie to them. But you can also say, okay, thank you, or, oh, I know that's what that's about, but I would like to keep that to myself for now, or, oh, that makes sense, but I'm not ready to talk about it. But you do not let other people doubt themselves and think that they are crazy. Especially if they are actually helping you. If their teachings do actually help you. Then why would you discredit one of the major sources of that information? Surprise, thank you, congratulations. You now understand that your dreams are a method of communication between you and the divine powers, the higher powers, the bigger powers, the big whatever of your choosing. I just keep hearing this is the last time. Trust came out, equal give and take, the beloved, patience, and surrender. This is the last time. This is the last time. This is never gonna happen again. You know what your dreams are trying to tell you. And if you don't want to take the time to figure it out, you can ask for help. But what you're not gonna do is come up to me and try and tell me that I don't know what I'm fucking talking about, that I don't know what I'm thinking about, that I can't understand or interpret the messages I'm receiving. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for letting that self-doubt go. Thank you for reconnecting with yourself. Thank you. Do you know why? Because you can sleep better at night. You wake up feeling better the next day. And when I hear that, when I know that, when I feel that, so do I. Maybe it's easier. Maybe it's easier to point a finger at all the things that other people do that seem non-capitalismistic and, oh, this is not effective, this is not efficient, you need to work, work. It's okay not to. okay not to fucking go into that so heavily. And if somebody does rocks your boat or whatever the fuck, just ask yourself, introspect, what is this? Try something different. And if you don't want to do the work, schedule a energetic body work with me. But don't ever fucking come over here and tell me that I don't know what I'm doing. That pain you've been holding in that you didn't tell anybody for fucking decades. Half a century. You wanna... Being a healer is like being a parent. The Sun. 8 of Wands. Not wanting kids can seem selfish. Wanting kids can seem selfish. You don't need to like birth your own fucking like human being in order to have to embody the characteristics of a paternal figure. That's interesting that I said paternal. I meant parental. That's not the first time that's happened though, so what's up with that? Something so... This thing, this secret, this pain, whatever it is that's keeping you up at night or like snapping at people or feeling like you need to fucking correct other people, like feeling that you can't slow down, that you can't stop, that you always need to be doing something. Well, let me tell you something. Addressing the secrets and pain and shit that's buried in you all this time is... It's this. Look how the unicorn's just like, okay guys, I gotta go. The unicorns, I gotta go. And it's not like you actually gotta go somewhere. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you need to revisit a place or an emotion or a thought. But I just mean like, you're moving forward like you always have been. And so maybe you feel stuck like, oh, I never needed to say this the whole time. I move on and I'm doing good and I'm one good person and I this and I that. Yes. But let me tell you something. There's good and bad in everybody. Okay. So the people you have surrounding you, they're here to support this truth. You'll know who to tell when, but this thing isn't to be like suffocated within you. This is actually your power. So any guilt, shame, or fear is coming from is coming from the timing of it. So if you can kind of release time, because that's what it feels like, right? When you're in that emotion, is like you're back there. That's what a PTSD flashback, or what is it called? It's called something. I used to know, but I mean, I still do, but I don't care for it to come up to the surface. But like a traumatic episode, like a replay. that's what it's like, because in a sense your body is taking you back to that time. You have to feel it for it to release, or move it for it to release. And it has something to do with Six of Wands. It has something to do with like your perspective of it. I see. What are people gonna think? They're gonna think that you're fucking fabulous and strong. Judgment, yeah. They're gonna think that you're fabulous and strong, and they're gonna wanna fucking help you. They're gonna wanna be there for you. They're gonna be inspired by you. They're gonna wanna show up more. People are gonna change their attitudes. When you reverse shame, when you share shame, when you share the guilt, then one doesn't have to do it all on their own. What's behind this? Because it shows how strong you are, how boss you are, how bad you are. But like, oh, that was long time ago, I'm over that already. Oh, that was long time ago, I'm over that already. Yeah, you over that already. Is why you being so defensive. And you cannot talk about it because it was so long ago and you over it already. That's why you cannot talk to them. That's why you cannot hang out with them. That's why you cannot have one fucking conversation with them all these years later for clear the air. Because you already over it. Because to me, it seems like you fucking telling me, oh, I'm over it. Oh, I'm over it. Oh, yeah, I'm over it. Like, bro, just be like, you know what? Yeah, I still feel some love here. Or, yeah, you know what? That did kind of hurt. Or, you know what? I think I could have a good conversation with them now. Or, you know what? I'm okay with it being the way it is and never speaking to them again. That's fine, too. But stop hiding things from people. That's not keeping them safe. And that's part of it too, is you're realizing that you thought you were keeping the children safe, or like the people safe, or whoever the fuck you thought you were protecting, while also really, really wanting and demanding justice at the same time is coming through. What is this? Okay. You brought yourself your own justice. You brought yourself your own justice. And now you can kind of decide, Knight of Wands, you can kind of decide what you want to do with that. But you have the power now. You have the power. The shame does not go on the victim. The shame doesn't go on the victim. It's hard when you realize, when you introspect, the Hermit, when you introspect, you meditate, you reflect, and you realize like, oh, all the ways this has affected my life. Every single relationship I ever had from this moment, that secret has been affecting. And in not telling the people who care to ask, who see through the facade or the mask or whatever, who see deeper within your pain, you're actually putting that weight on you. And there can feel like there's like a disconnect because of that. That thing that happened in childhood when you was a teenager and you hiding that shit from your kids. You're taking that anger out on them. You are still living in that moment, trying to protect them from something that happened to you. My friends, my family, my loves, you motherfuckers. You're bleeding out onto each other. Part of healing is war. But you ain't gotta, like, take that into the physical realm. You understand? You guys understand? You guys understand that you can be one healer that is just waiting for the fucking moment to throw and swing. You know what I mean? Like, you don't gotta let that go. That's part of being a fucking protector. But do you understand what I'm trying to say? Communication, clear communication, vulnerability, tapping into your emotions, telling people what you think, changing what you think, changing what you see. Not always forever permanently, but just for the shift. Nobody wants to hurt you on purpose, even if they say it. Even if they say it. Because the ones that say the nastiest, dirtiest, fucked up shit to you is the ones that, like, feel the most deeply. They just are not able to express it. The Emperor, a structure. Yeah, some type of, like, structure within themselves is, like, keeps them from being able to get to where you're at directly, exactly in that very moment. How's your guilt? How's the shame? Is it washing away? The Fool. Are you ready? Are you ready to create the life that you were trying so hard to create with this secret? Hidden, with things hidden, without being fully transparent, while trying to do it all on your own, while only asking for help with really simple things, and when that gets messed up, taking it out on them. No more. No more. If you feel the need to comment on, to be fucking real with you, if you feel the need to be commenting on someone's work ethic, you need to take a look at yourself. And that is coming from me. Because I used to be on people's ass. I used to try to fight at work sometimes. Not here on the island, but, you know. And so coming from that, coming from being, the hardest worker, the hardest boss, the hardest bitch. Do you understand? From coming from acting, doing, fucking above and beyond managerial shit in a fucking the lowest class position. If you feel the need to comment on somebody else's work ethic rather than ask them what they need or show up for them or just express yourself like, hey, I'm kind of feeling like this and I see you're like that. Is there like an in-between? Now, this Four of Coins talks about, like, literally in this little book, it says, are you spending too much? Are you holding on to everything too much? And that might be a meaning for some of you. But I take this Four of Coins as, are you giving too much energy? Are you holding on to your energy too much? And that's what when people say, like, oh, how can you be just self within community? Like, that's what they mean. Like, that, if that in a way can be perceived as selfish. Like, if you're doing it out of anger or hate, I mean, we all need a fucking break. And we all appreciate boundaries. It's okay to, like, figure out what you want to say before you tell somebody something. That can actually be wonderful, like, resolution work. Okay, Emperor. Just fucking keeps on popping out. Love it, though. It makes sense. Because this is all about structure. This is all about system. And I'm not talking about any specific one. Y'all better not fucking come for me. But take time to care about people. I know it's worth it. I know it's worth it. I know speaking my truth is worth it. I know. Oh, I have something to show you guys. I was gonna say ruffling people's feathers is worth it. I'll be right back. I received another feather. And I didn't wait this time because I didn't want the bird to yell at me. But I got it. I got it. This is so pretty. Oh my god. I almost want to make this into like a hairpiece, like a little pin. But I feel like it's, I don't know. They're beautiful. And it's crazy because this, egret, and I've been working on this deck and I made a stork, which looks hilarious. And I just wanted to put the egret, but the internet was like, they're not the same, they're not the same, they're not the same, like they're not even the same type of bird. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to fuck with that. Like, I changed some other shit, like I full on went like, no, fuck that. But this, I was like, all right, well, what do you guys need to hear? I don't want to say that. What? I see the porpoise. Guess. You like guess which card came out? Guess. This is how the oracle cards came out. Transfiguration. And Elder. You're breaking down constructs of age and time in a way and seeing everyone truly kind of as equals. Like, you're not power tripping being a parent just because you can. You're not bullying your fucking kids just because you can and you feel like, oh well. Like, please remember that they are children. And that you were also a children. And the things that you were mad about or hurt about in your childhood was valid. And please stop continuing that. Please explain. If you have already been doing it, explain like to your child where this is coming from. Because it's not always right or wrong, but it's like sometimes it's important for them to comprehend where things are coming from. And I understand, okay, like adults really truly are not that much different. So when people act like kids are stupid or they don't know anything or they're just like fucking little chaos machines, like that part still exists within you. That's why like you like to go play with them. That's why you feel inspired around them if you let them in. Sometimes children, pets, projects, these things will push you to really reassess your priorities and decide what is priority right now. And when you speak your truths and you let go of what you think things are supposed to be, then things fall into place again. And on the bright side, you spoke your truth. Or your truth was told. Or you're going to be speaking your truth. You're going to be speaking your truth. You're going to be speaking your truth. Because you've mastered yourself. And it's like, this has taken hold over you, surrender. This has taken hold over you for way too long. And you're going to release it. And you're going to feel better. And you're going to feel worse. Blessing. Because you're going through the process of releasing it, leadership. And you're already seeing the physical signs. And this is bringing you closer to some type of motherly figure. Because you realize that when your gifts and abilities got denied, so did hers. Yay! Bye.